questions people ask about Kali Sikaran is how the building blocks are put together. And when we talk about blocks, it's different parts of a training program we're running. And basically in the beginning you have 6 blocks. And the first one is called the double baston. There you train with 2 weapons or 2 empty hands, and you do a lot of coordination and exercises how to coordinate your arms. And I used to say that you want to have 2 right hands if you're right-handed, and in the beginning it feels like you have 2 left hands. But all that coordination brings the capability of being at the right place with the right time with your hands, but it also brings in speed, flow in the motions, and that's kind of an ending to our empty hand self-defense applications we use later on. The second block, we call that solo baston. We train with 1 stick in the beginning, but it's to understand how to defend yourself against empty hand objects, and you use a lot of the patterns that you learn already from the double baston block. So they are kind of interacting on how to move and how to use it. And everything about defending against an object or learn how to defend yourself with something in your hands. That could be a bag, wherever you can hold like a shield or implement power. You learn that in the second block, which we call solo baston. Third block is daga, and that's edged weapons. A lot of principles are similar to solo baston, but it brings in another aspect when something is sharp. Some things is different to deal with. You don't deal with power the same way, it's another speed. But you learn quick, fast moves, how to minimize risks, and position yourself, which is really important in all aspects of self-defense. That's what the daga block brings into the mix. So those 3 first blocks are weapon-based, but you learn empty hand skills. The next 3 blocks is all empty hand, and we call that, for the first one, we call it cadena di mano. A lot of moves are similar to what we do in solo baston with all that coordination, but here we apply and use it empty-handed. But from the block you did in the beginning, you already have a coordination, you have a speed, you have a flow, and it's very useful in close range fighting or self-defense situation. Next block, we call that panatukan. It's basically boxing. A lot of principles and a lot of applications is based from what you learn in daga. So when we box or when we defend against the boxer, we have an attitude that every move is a cut. And what we say with that, or what we mean with that, is you can basically have a ball pen in your hands and box. Or if somebody's boxing against you, you can put that ball pen into play. That's how a smaller or weaker person can defend themselves against somebody who's heavier or stronger. The last block in the beginning of student levels, we call that Sikaran, and that's basically kickboxing, but the focus is to defend yourself, and it's not to be in the ring and win a competition. And there we do a lot of positioning, a lot of movement, and it's all about avoiding power and being able to kick back. How you move in Sikaran is something you apply when you defend yourself against weapons and vice versa. So all these 6 blocks are integrated and connected together, and you learn different skills that you bring in and in a way support each other. And that's very unique for the Filipino martial arts, and we emphasize that a lot in Kali Sikaran.